All right, so today's video, we are watching a Silver 1 DPS on PC, playing Soldier 76 on the new map, Neon Junction. They say, hey, I've been playing Overwatch for a while now. However, I really think I should be a bit of a higher rank than I am, at least plat or maybe even higher. I've been hard stuck around the same rank and I generally don't know what I am doing wrong. I made a few mistakes in the beginning of the match, but I quickly tried to spot them and fix them as I was playing. Is there anything I can improve on? I want to genuinely learn and see what I could do better. Okay, well, we'll see if you're in plat. This is starting in Silver 1, so we'll see. And we'll see how this plays out for the majority of this. It's time. Here we go.
Attackers incoming.
Here we go. Starting position solid. You're controlling the middle part. Be a little bit careful of being static in your movement, but I'm okay with it for now. It's like not the worst case. It's just you can get one shot by like a Zenyatta or something. All right. Careful of the one thing I want you to get out of the habit of. This is just a habit to get out of in general. Don't S key as much or whatever you're playing on, like whatever your keybinds are, like which is backing up like in a straight line. That's a really easy way for people to like win a duel against you. You want your movement to be a little bit all over the place. Like, not in like a way that like is scuffed, but like enough that will make it hard to hit a shot on you. Right? See how sometimes you're standing still? Like, I know you said you want to be like, you think you should be in plat, etc. too, but if you stand still, even like in plat like that, a lot of the time you will fall over. So, I want to get you in the habit of not like deciding just to stand still like a statue, because that's an easy way for Soldier to go down. How do I know this? I play Soldier sometimes, and sometimes I turn into a statue, and it doesn't go well. So, I do like you repositioning here to the angle, but one thing I want to do, sometimes I do this, a prediction healing station, as in like, you know they're going to be a bunch of burst damage on you, so when you turn the corner, put on that healing station to be able to kind of compensate for like the idea that damage is going to be there, plus it helps your teammates and builds your ult charge a little bit quicker. Okay? They're going to get the team fight, is what it is. Like, I'm okay with what we're seeing. You kind of do that. Yeah, I mean, there was a bit of an off-angle taken, but they got one shot when they took the off-angle. Like, this is very off-angle-y, I would say. It's a little bit too close for my liking. You're not playing Reaper. Like, you have to understand the hero you're playing. I would try to distance yourself a little bit more on this one. Okay. Okay, this was certainly something. I mean, you got to kill with it. It's better than I do sometimes with my ults. Okay. See how you position this. Remember, you're not playing Reaper, so don't position like you're playing Reaper. I've seen a few times where you do that, and that's a little bit off. Let me see that. Okay, okay. You're playing this aggressive angle. What's your escape route? Where are you going? Tunnel vision on a Soldier. Okay, now you're getting cornered. What's going on here? You're not Reaper. Like, you want to find, if you're going to be in an angle, you also want to be, so Soldier 76 is not the most static hero. You want to be kind of like on the move at all times. So like, if you just keep standing here, eventually, if nothing dies, they're going to kill you. So like, you standing here was bound to happen. Always start to back up a little bit more as Soldier. Like, you want to be on the move most of the time. You know, as you climb and get better at Soldier too, it's going to be a lot of hide and seek. Like, you need to kind of like turn a corner, make a play, back away. Turn a corner, make a play, back away. Like, there's a lot of like kind of back and forth of that you need to kind of look into when you're making those type of decisions, right? Something, again, to kind of watch out for. Don't be afraid to go high ground, left side. Don't be afraid to get up. There you go. I'm glad that you know, listened during this spectating. Careful of the train here, obviously. Remember, it will light up when it is. See that green right there? That will become red. That means it's going to be happening soon with the yellow. It's going to be, oh, yeah. Yeah, this is rough, ain't it? Okay. Again, you're not Reaper. So, like, let me show you something. This side of the map is going to be more beneficial to you right now, and you can use this window. This right here is playing Reaper. You're not playing Reaper. You're playing Soldier 76. So your play style is already a bit off. And I could tell right there when you made that decision, like it was a bit rough. So yeah, there is an audio cue, yes. Okay. There you go. You're good. It just turned green. You can go back up on that high ground, which I would recommend. The closer you get down to the low ground here, the worse you get. Obviously, you can get a kill here possibly, but all right. Oh yeah. Oh, you're blasting right now. Okay, sprinting back. Okay, going high ground. There's a train. Wait on it. Wait on it. Perfect. Like, see, now I like where you're at. This is a good spot. You can see where the value is. Obviously, you may not win the team fight, but I do think this is a good high ground control from you. Okay, keep it running around. Yeah, yeah. All right, you did remember you have an ability to heal yourself, which is a good start for you. No eat on the Sigma. You want to run. You want to run. Just get out of there. Just sprint. Just sprint. Just sprint. Yep, keep going. Keep going. Nice. Good job. Remember, sprinting around as Soldier is not a bad thing, okay? The Sigma didn't disappear, by the way. I kind of was hoping that you wouldn't. All right, anyway. The Sigma was behind you. Maybe you didn't see him right there, so I'll give you a little bit of like that, but the Sigma did stay there. Movement as Soldier is good. Like, you want to be moving a lot. You don't want to be a statue. I'm just going to keep reiterating that point. A lot of like Soldier 76 gameplay is that push and pull play of like, okay, I'm over here now. Okay, I'm going to do like, 8 to 10 shots. If I feel like I have a kill opportunity, I take it. If not, I sprint. I sprint. I sprint. I sprint. Yep. See how it took a while for you to sprint and then react? Now you're in a really weird spot where you're kind of like on your back foot. The same kind of concept over and over again here. Icon, thanks for the prime stuff. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it. This is a Silver Soldier who thinks they should be in plat or higher. Okay, so I'll give you that kill because you got away. But I do want to, again, stray away from you becoming a Reaper in these situations. Like, right now, everything I'm seeing is that you would really enjoy playing Reaper. I like that. I mean, the flank was good. It was a good shot. Don't get me wrong. But this is a good idea. See, your teammates, this one I like. Your teammates are ulting in, your teammates are pushing in, and you're taking the angle at the same time. I do like that concept there, right? Going with your teammates as they push and finding those kills. Aim looks good there. Nice job. Good sequence right there. That was a good sequence. This could very much be good morning to you too. This could be one of those situations where the aim is there, but the understanding of the game isn't there yet. So what happens is you end up, your aim gets you through a lot of games. So like what you see in front of you is you hitting shots, but a lot of what you're doing is putting more pressure on your supports. You're missing out on free kills because you're not utilizing the high ground, like things like that. So like while the aim is there, the positioning is not. Let's look at this map. You have a high ground up here that can go back here to be safe. You can use this stairwell to be at this corner, right? You want to get real wild, you get a set up here. I wouldn't recommend it, but it is a spot. You have all this map to work with, and you're playing right here in front of their whole teams. Again, you can have the best aim in the world, but if that's your positioning, you're going to struggle in those situations. Right? Mm-hmm. Yep. Like this is okay aggression, but now you want to get out. Get out, go set up on a high ground. Go set up on a high ground. No, you're not. Oh boy. Okay. So let me kind of teach you about off angles here. The way that you, don't get me wrong, like sometimes you're going to be in duels like this with Soldier, but like I want you to think about what's going to happen. So what's your goal here? You go to the small doorway here, okay? Their team's right here, and they're going to be right here. The only way that you can make this play work is how, chat? You have to sprint all the way out here. If you're going to go for an aggressive play, you are not stopping right here, okay? Because this is how you get killed. You have to do this. This is how you do it. You see this? Watch. Going through, sprinting this way, can utilize this high ground, sprint around like this, okay? Why is this how you do it? If they turn for you and you pull back two people, you have all this cover, right? You have a health pack here. You don't have to worry about their spawn because it started at the beginning of a team fight, and you can sprint around and be annoying. But do not stop in a doorway here as Soldier because you'll end up falling over, right? Because either A, this person will isolate you, and then when you try to run away this way, this part of the team is right here to kill you, right? Look at this cat. This cat was waiting for you, okay? Look at this cat. This cat, see that smile right there? You know, that little smirk? That cat knows what's up, okay? So you're going down either way. Get the point I'm making? Remember, you want to establish your position, and sometimes it takes a little bit of an extra sprint to get there. But if you end up sitting there and getting stuck like a Reaper, you're going to fall over. Positioning is your number one problem right now, and if you want to get to plat like you think you should be in plat, you have to start with that. Yep. This is good positioning, by the way. You have cover, you're hiding up on top of high ground. You're good for now. Don't overdo it. Use the cover. Utilize your cover. Yes. Yes, there we go. Notice how you're not falling over. You're not putting pressure on your supports. You notice something? This is why I'm so adamant about positioning. Like, you got forced into accidental good positioning because of the way the map is from spawn. You could do this the whole time. You could do that the whole time on every part of the map. You add a little bit of sprint flanks in where you take, that wide angle I showed you. Great. Your aim can work with that, but your position is rough, so we'll fix that. Well, I can't say we'll fix it, but we'll try our best. Okay, here we go. Good pathing, by the way. Notice what is good about this pathing? You're on a high ground. Now, again, be careful because I want to show you the point of view. They can see you, but you can use this and utilize this rather than standing in main. Good usage of high ground. Boom. Free kill. Pressure's looking at you now. Awesome. Isn't this much better than running up to them like you're playing Reaper 76? Right? Right? Yeah, but see, like, even then, even like where a guide says to use like your ability to sprint and flank, there's, you know, there is correctness to that idea. But that, like, what going back to this moment here, remember how I mentioned, like, if you're gonna go here, you have to sprint all the way this way. You don't stop. So, like, the problem is that the players utilizing, like, the idea of flanking, but they stop, right? You don't just go here. That's the problem, is they're just going, oh, okay, I'm here. But this is not where you want to stop. You need to rotate around. That's the whole point of that. Like, so if you're going to sprint, it needs to be more of a wider flank. Or if you're going to do this, you got to go pop, and then leave. Like, you got to, like, take a couple shots and then peace. Like, that's how you have to do it. It can't be, like, stand at a doorway and get stuck there. And that's kind of, maybe there isn't as clear when that happens, when that feedback's given, but that's what you want to do in those situations with Soldier. It's like you need to, it's like I said, very hide and seeky, but you also need to be able to be willing to understand your sprint will get you to places fast and utilize that distraction rather than stand there. Yep. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. 100%. Yep. You're defaulting back to playing Reaper. Okay, you're not playing Reaper. You're not playing Cassidy here. You're playing Soldier 76. Utilize the angles. There's an angle to your right. You know that angle very well because that's what the first time I recognized you were playing Reaper. So, yep. Top left stairs. Top left stairs. Top left stairs. Trust me. Top left stairs. Yep, there we go. Uh-huh. Wow. So what just happened right there? What? You went up the top left stairs, the high ground, a dominant spot. You flank behind. You catch them off guard because they're engaged with your teammates. Good play. Okay, now you're on their side. Remember, this is a Reaper spot. So just be careful of how this goes. We'll see, though. I don't mind this for now. Remember, though, you don't want to be here for too long either, okay? Yep, now run. Just go. Don't even stay here. There you go. Perfect. Now run to the other doorway. Because remember, they're going to know you're there. So they might try to send somebody that way in a second. Okay, going to the flank. I'll see, though. Okay, this is fine. Okay, good. You know they're main with a tank. Don't stay here for too long. I'm okay with this. If you want to take that angle behind there, you can. Well, you can't. Do not stay. Yep. You got a little bit indecisive there. You could have went to the other, like, right side angle and took that part. You see what I mean? I think your problem is you understand the concept of flanking, but you stop yourself in, like, way too short on that. I think that is your number one problem I'm seeing with you. The aim is, see, the thing is I think the aim is better than Silver, but some of the decision making is kind of in that spot right now. If you stop stopping yourself in doorways half the time, and you establish position, you're going to climb out of this, no problem. Like, I have no doubts that your aim alone is still going to carry you out of Silver, but you're going to get stuck at a certain point because of your ability to, like, you need to, Soldier 76 is like, you have to play very annoying. What you do here is you go around the corner, you're going to see this, right? This is what first you're going to see. What I would do here is I would take a shot at the Zenyatta, get a kill, or make them turn around and then sprint away. Then I'm going to go appear over here, see if anybody's, like, looking the other way because now they're distracted by you. And then, you know, make a decision. Do I want to go all the way around here and be annoying this way? Well, depends if there was a pick. Right now, I wouldn't recommend that. But at the same time, do you feel confident against a Bastion? Because guess what you could do right now? You could sneak behind as Soldier, utilize your sprint, sit here, go for kills, spawn camp a Bastion, and you're making all these crazy plays and they're being distracted by that, right? But the problem is a lot of what Soldier's doing now is going here, stopping in place, and then that's it. That is the distance you go. So let's see what you do. Good sprint. Okay, I'm okay with this. Yep, now run. There you go. Good. That was good. Good sequence. Good sequence. Good. Yeah, some of the knowledge is, like, you gotta remember, Soldier has a lot of mobility with that, so, like, if you're Cassidy, you can't get away with that play as much, you know what I mean? So if you're Cassidy, you have to take, like, 1 or 2 shots max and then peace. You can't get it to the, you can't establish yourself in those parts. Usually you have to kind of do it, like, really quietly, and that's very rare to do, so you're gonna be more with your team as Cassidy because that benefits you. Don't mind this angle for now. This is good. You have cover, you have a health pack. Totally fine. High ground top left if you need it. Don't be afraid. It's fine if you don't go up there, but there's a high ground there. Utilize. Good job. Good kills. Much better attack for you. You can do the same on defense. Maybe you need to hear that as, like, one of the best ways to play defense is play the same way you would play an attack without the objective. You know, take those angles. Be aggressive. Yep. How far from your tank you need to be for a spot fixer and off angle? I don't think it's like a set distance. I think it's more along the lines of, are they looking at you in a different way from your teammates? Okay, so do I need to, I'll pause for a second. No.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
That's not the play. Nope. You're going Reaper again there. That's not, you did good until that moment. Go establish the high ground, play the angles, go from there. But yeah, with angles, as long as they're looking at you in a different direction from your teammates, that's the angle. It doesn't matter how wide the angle is. Obviously, if you can create a wide angle, that's good, right? But, like, as long as they're, like for example, like, right here, if the Sigma looks at me right now, right, like, see this right here? If the Sigma looks at me, I'm not, like, all the way over here, am I? But if the Sigma looks at me, this is your angling. The Sigma goes like this, which then pulls pressure from this. That's the whole idea of off angles. If they don't look at you, you get free damage. If they do look at you, you just sprint away and run, and then you keep pop-shotted. They'll be doing, this will be their gameplay loop. They'll be going like this, back and forth. Advantageous already. That's what angles create for you. That's the whole point of it. That's why you hear about it so much, is because you don't want to stay stacked as a team all the time, right? That's something that kind of gets lost, is like, you do want, there are certain comps that you want to do that with, but like if it's not like a more of a Lucio comp or something, you at least want to have like one of your teammates at an angle to kind of take pressure away from everybody else. And then if they don't look at you, you take advantage of that angle. That's how it works. If they look at you, you then utilize that you hope your teammates utilize the space you've created, and then rinse and repeat, right? And it doesn't mean you always have to go for the angle either. It just means that you want to always look for it when the availability is there. Like, if you can't get to an angle, don't, like, full sprint to their team over and over again to find it, right? Like, sometimes you're going to be stuck, like, right here where, like, there's no angle to get to because of where the map is, so you have to kind of just, like, you know, grind them down with your team. So I would recommend more going like here, right? It's not off angle-y, but it kind of is. See, like, if they're looking at your teammates here is an off angle, and you can escape out to up here. See how this position works? So, like, you go here, pop shot, pop shot, pop shot, go up there. So you did go with technically a secondary angle. It's a little bit more Reaper-like, but again, same concept. Yep, and that's the thing. If they don't turn around for you when you go on these angles, you get kills. And if they do turn around for you, then your teammates can clean up for you. Remember, it's a team game, right? We all want to, you know, have 80 limbs. But I've had soldiers in my game that have, you know, 15 limbs to the next closest at 25, but we win the game because the soldier did such a dominant job of, like, controlling the angles that there's nothing they could do. They were forced to go, like, funnel into your team. This is great, by the way. This is not a bad angle. You're running out of space here, so I don't mind this. There is a safer spot I would have recommended, but I think this is still good. It isn't all any, but, like, honestly, chat, at this point of the map, it's a little bit less on being. This is perfect. Look at that. This was the perfect usage of an angle. Done. See? They look at you, they get distracted, your teammates main get the kills, and you just pop off, right? So, like, that was perfect. Great job. I mean, like, that was good. Now, to your question, are you in silver? I would say I could definitely say aim-wise, I don't think you're in silver. I do think that your mechanics are fine for that. There's 2 things you need to fix. Maybe 3. 1, stop with the statue play sometimes. Sometimes you stand still and statue. It's okay, like, listen, if nobody's looking at you and you feel like you're confident, you don't see a Zenyatta, it's okay to statue. But you need to be on the move a little bit more. Prioritize looking for those high ground angles and or the side angles like we just saw. The number 1 weakness you have right now on your soldier is you play Reaper sometimes. Don't do that. Stop putting yourself in small hallways. That's where soldier struggles. You are a mid-range, kind of flanky style hero that sometimes plays with the team. Utilize that. Utilize those angles. Don't be afraid to sprint to a further spot like I showed on the example on defense. You do that, you're going to clean up your gameplay. So less stats you play, more utilizing those angles and flanking around and sprinting and doing things like that. And then I would like to see you utilize high ground more. I think you're missing out on that a little bit. I want you to look back at your attack of this map when you went to the high ground on first point attack. Look what that did for you. Look what it did for you on the second team fight at the stairs. Utilize high ground more. You'll be in a good spot. The aim is there to match it up. The in-game smarts and like the in-game like kind of things you need to do still need some work. So if you feel like you're stuck, that's where you're getting stuck at right now. It's not your aim. It's the other part of the game. And this is why I always try to tell people that don't skip the steps. Start off with the basics. You get the basics down, you'll get out of this rank. That's the thing. It's like the basics are the big part. Everybody wants to skip through and just hit all their shots and that's it. But the fundamentals, the basics, I'm telling you, I know it can be boring sometimes, but damn, can it make your gameplay that much better. So improve that area, and I think you'll climb. You got this. You absolutely got this. You like the video? Make sure to the like button, subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't, leave a comment. All that helps. You want to submit your own spectating? My Discord's where to do that. And we have a video that will pop up here. I don't know what video it's going to be, but it's going to be a good one. I mean, I'm not biased at all, right? With that being said, yeah, click that video if you haven't. And with that being said, hope you all have an amazing day/night.